So woke Hollywood produces another fart in the wind they call Mickey 17. The problem with this film is that it should have been good. It's just another film that explains that Hollywood can't get out of their own way. They are yet again too busy preaching instead of making quality movies that everyone can enjoy. But the only standout of this movie is that Robert Pattinson is an amazing actor that put 100% into this role, and the public pretty much agrees with that to the fullest. Mickey 17 is a disappointment. Its third act is terrible. Robert Pattinson did his best, but he couldn't save a film with a good concept that was ultimately brought down by Hollywood's incurable TDS. Remember how Parasite was smart, compelling, genre-bending satire with great characters and strong performances? Yeah, Mickey 17 is none of those things. Only positive thing I can say about it is that Robert Pattinson is pretty good. Mickey 17 has an interesting premise, and that's what drew me to this movie. Robert Pattinson was fantastic, definitely the highlight. The world sets, the costumes, all done really well. I appreciate that it's an original movie, even though it's based on a book. It's refreshing to go to the theater and not watch something that is a remake, prequel, or sequel. That being said, the messaging is so in your face with this movie that it completely ruins it. What could have been a great sci-fi comedy is completely bogged down by heavy-handed political messaging that takes you out of the world they created. 5 out of 10. The budget for Mickey 17 is $118 million, which in today's Hollywood blockbuster era is quite reasonable, but it's still an insanely high budget nonetheless. But with that budget, and then you throw in another $80 million for marketing, you're looking at an all-in budget at $248 million, which means it's going to have to make $500 to $550 million because Hollywood studios see about 55% of domestic box office, but even lower for overseas, around 30%. But with how this movie opened, it's not going to come close at all. This movie only opened to $19 million domestically and $53 million worldwide. That is embarrassingly bad, and Mickey 17 will likely fail to make $100 million domestically. But this is what Variety had to say. Mickey 17 leads box office with $19 million, but $118 million budget spells trouble. Mickey 17, a dystopian sci-fi comedy starring a dozen Robert Pattinsons, was number one at the domestic box office with $19.1 million from 3,807 theaters. But the Warner Bros. Film cost $118 million, a staggering price from an original offbeat space odyssey, and the kind of swing for the fence that could require a few lifetimes to turn a theatrical profit. If the mainstream media is saying that this movie is completely screwed, it proves that people are over Hollywood's woke messaging. All Hollywood has to do is make authentic, interesting stories that people care about for entertainment. Nobody wants to waste their time at a movie theater to listen to Hollywood preach about their bullshit for 2 hours. It's a waste of time, and ticket prices are higher than ever. People would rather sit at home and wait for the movie to hit streaming because Hollywood is completely out of creative ideas that will drive people to the movies. Hollywood is completely creatively bankrupt, and it just proves that people are tired of their nonsense. If you like the video, hit the like button, comment your guys' thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.